You might absolutely love your parents, but nobody's perfect. Our parents are still people. They can be great in some areas and lacking in others. This can affect us in unexpected ways. We have love languages, even as children, but these can change over time. A large factor that determines how our love languages develop is what we lack as a child, like gifts. To some people, it sounds like gift giving is the easiest love language to appease. To others, it sounds really difficult. Gifts don't have to be expensive or elaborate. Gifts are a representation of something deeper. They show that your loved one is thinking about you and cares about you, even when you aren't there. If this is your love language, it doesn't automatically mean you didn't receive gifts as a child. It's more likely that while growing up, it felt like your parents didn't know you very well. They didn't think about you, and they didn't take notice of your individuality. Now, when someone takes the time to get you not just any chocolate, but your favorite chocolate, or not just random clothes, but clothes that suit your individuality, it can feel really good. It feels like this person not only knows you, but also loves you. Acts of service. Parenting is a constant act of service. To raise a child, you have to put your own needs aside. Some parents struggle with this. This is understandable to a degree. Your parents could both need a date night or they just want to get away for a bit. But if they did very little to help you, forcing you to rely on yourself from a young age, this makes you crave acts of service later in life. If you were old enough to have to help out your younger siblings or had to take care of a sickly parent, it would feel really good to be with someone who wants to look after you and make you coffee in the morning. There are so many different kinds of acts of service. Like with any love language, it takes time to learn exactly how to appeal to the emotional needs of your loved ones. Physical touch. If you crave physical touch as an adult, it's quite easy to predict what you lacked in childhood. The other love languages could be affected by more nuanced influences from your childhood, but seeking physical touch in adulthood can indicate that you were missing physical affection as a child. If you weren't physically comforted or shown physical affection as a child, you probably wanna catch up on all those hugs you missed out on. There are a lot of reasons why a parent might not show a lot of physical affection. They might not have realized that's what you needed. Maybe your parents just weren't around much. Whatever the reason, we hope you're getting or will get all the physical affection you could ever want. Quality time. When we were discussing gift giving, we spoke about how important it is for your parents to truly know you. Gift giving is a way to prove that you know someone, but quality time is a good way to get to know someone. Quality time does a lot more than that though. It can help children build resilience and affirm their worth. If your parents never made you feel like they wanted to spend time with you, get involved, or hear whatever you have to say, you probably look for quality time in your relationships. If your love language is quality time, someone wanting to spend time with you feels amazing. Words of affirmation. When we are young, the only people we can turn to for reassurance are our parents. When the world tells us we're not good enough, our parents are usually the ones to offer their unconditional love and tell us we are going to be okay. Not everyone has that. Sure, parents might criticize us from time to time if they strongly object to our decisions, but they should usually have our backs. If it feels like your parents never had your back or were the first to criticize you, it can damage your self-esteem. In your relationships, it probably isn't enough for someone to love you. They have to say it. Words of affirmation make you feel secure and fulfilled because that uncertainty and fear that you're never good enough loomed over you as a child. Our love languages change all the time. As much as our parents leave a lasting impression, there are millions of other things that can affect our love languages. Maybe your love language comes from the love your parents showed you rather than the love they didn't. If you related to any of these, let us know in the comments below. If you think you might have learned something about yourself, remember to leave a like and subscribe to Psych2Go for more videos like this.